Justin Baldoni has come with receipts. Lively is finished.
He has text messages of Blake asking him to come to her trailer while she was breastfeeding so that they could discuss the next scene. He also has correspondence of Blake asking for the costumes to be sexier in the film, which really doesn't corroborate any of these claims she's been making about the fact that he was exploitative. This is mean girl Blake coming out. It didn't go her way. She tried to fight it, but Baldoni is showing that he's not gonna back down.
So things are not looking too good for our girl Blake Lively, y'all, because Justin Baldoni just gagged us after he filed his own lawsuit against her and exposed some disturbing evidence, which could quite literally destroy her career for good. Blake had the upper hand not too long ago when she convinced everybody that she was a victim of alleged SA in the hands of Justin. But Justin did not let her run with this story for too long when he slapped her with a lawsuit of his own. Not only did she apparently lie about the SA, but Justin also provided proof of her paying off multiple media publications, including the New York Times, to run very one-sided articles and make him out to be the bad person in all this. Child, 2025 is already starting out messier than 2024 did, and we finna get all into it. Okay, so this entire fiasco between Blake and Justin started just a few weeks ago when they went on a promotional press tour for their new movie, It All Ends With Us. The movie is actually based on a novel by the author Colleen Hoover. Blake was already getting heat for her role in the movie, even before it came out, because she was shifting the focus of the film from DV to a romantic comedy. Now, just for a little context, the movie centers around a character named Lily Bloom, Blake's character, who meets her neurosurgeon boyfriend named Ryo Kincaid, which is a role that was played by Justin. And not only did Justin star in the film, but he was also the director, and according to sources, Blake also wanted to direct the movie, but Justin wasn't having it because he acquired the rights to the movie back in 2019. Now, despite him literally being in the film and directing it, he was noticeably absent from the press tour, and of course, this got a whole lot of people wondering if something went down behind the scenes. However, Justin quickly got a hold of the situation when he revealed in a since-deleted Instagram post that he had been recovering from an infection. But this whole infection excuse did not hold up for too long, because even after he recovered, he still failed to show up to the press tour. And the few times that he did show up, he and Blake were somehow in the same place, but he made a conscious effort to completely avoid her. Like, for instance, back in August, he and Blake attended the premiere of the film in New York. But while Blake and the other actors posed together, Justin decided to only pose up with his wife. Not only that, but people also did some digging around and found out that none of the main cast members nor the author of the book were following him on Instagram. Fast forward to December, Blake filed a very disturbing lawsuit against Justin, accusing him of SA, and this is where stuff got real nasty between them. Not only did she accuse him of SA, but she also claimed that Justin created a hostile work environment and then tried to ruin her reputation after she called him out on it. According to the lawsuit, Blake accused Justin of showing her nude photos and images of women and forcing her to film intimate scenes that they hadn't previously rehearsed or discussed. Blake claims that in one of these scenes, Justin improvised numerous kisses, all of which she felt forced to indulge in without consent. Mr. Baldoni insisted on shooting the full scene over and over again, well beyond what would have been required on an ordinary set, without advance notice or consent. In another incident, Blake claims that Justin did not act in character while they filmed a slow dance scene that did not require sound. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. The complaint says, adding, Mr. Baldoni was caressing Miss Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Miss Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." Oh, but it don't end there. She said Justin and Jamie Heath, the chief executive officers of the production company in charge of the film, pressured her to simulate full-body nudity during a scene in which she was giving birth. The complaint says the nudity was not mentioned in the script and was not previously discussed with Lively. As As if that wasn't bad enough, Justin failed to close the set while she was filming all these nude scenes that she was already initially uncomfortable doing, which means everybody, including the crew members, were allowed to just pass through and see Blake fully naked. And get this, y'all, she also accused Justin and his team of strategically planning a smear campaign against her so they could ruin her career. And baby, she came through with receipts, including text messages between Justin and his team planning how they were gonna ruin her image.
This lawsuit claims that Justin, his business partners, his PR team, and hired subcontractors all conspired to roll out a takedown campaign that served two purposes. One, to conceal the pattern of her and other misconduct by Justin and his production company's CEO, Jamie Heath, and two, to retaliate against Blake by destroying her image. And according to the lawsuit, Ryan Reynolds even blocked Justin on social media in the midst of all of this. The lawsuit also names publicist Jennifer Abel and crisis PR manager Melissa Nathan of the agency group, and includes multiple text message exchanges between the two as evidence to show they helped orchestrate a takedown to bury Blake Lively on behalf of their client, Justin Baldoni. In this text exchange, according to the lawsuit, Justin was concerned that the agency group's plan wasn't aggressive enough to protect him, and Jennifer relays that to Melissa, who responds, "Of course, when we send over the documents, we can't send over the work we will do. That could get us into a lot of trouble. We can't write down, we will destroy her. He has to look at this as an information document. That's all. Imagine if this document saying all the things he wants ends up in the wrong hands. You know, we can bury anyone, but I can't write that to him. I will. I'll be very tough." The lawsuit accuses the defendants of organizing a sophisticated retaliation campaign and utilizing a tactic known as astroturfing, which is defined as, quote, the practice of publishing opinions or comments on the internet and in the media that appear to come from ordinary members of the public, but actually come from a particular group. There are several text message exchanges that are screenshot included in this lawsuit, and there were a couple that are purported to include Justin Baldoni on them. And this one, according to the lawsuit, it was in response to, after they had brought on the agency group, the PR crisis, there was supposedly this strategy document that talked about how certain narratives were going to get pushed out. And the screenshot seems to show Justin responding saying, "Morning, not in love with the document they sent, not sure I'm feeling the protection I felt on the call." And in this text exchange that is also allegedly from Justin, the lawsuit claims it's supposed to show that Justin was part of helping to set the narrative for this campaign. This text shows an X thread that was supposedly sent by Justin, and it was about a female celebrity that was accused of bullying. It looks like it might be Hailey Bieber, but then he supposedly wrote, "This is what we would need."
Child, it's a mess, y'all. Now, like I said before, Blake gagged alive with this because nobody knew that her issues with Justin went that deep. We thought it was just some silly drama that went down on set. SA was not on anybody's bingo card, that's for sure. Immediately when Blake filed her lawsuit, she received a lot of support from people, as well as the industry. Justin got dropped by his talent agency, WME. As soon as he started feeling the heat, he also clapped back by suing the New York Times in a $250 million lawsuit for allegedly having a one-sided story about him to make him out to be a monster. He claimed in this lawsuit that the New York Times failed its journalistic integrity to vet Lively's sexual and retaliation allegations, noting that the paper relied almost entirely on Lively's unverified and self-serving narrative, lifting it nearly verbatim while disregarding an abundance of evidence that contradicted her claims and exposed her true motives. Justin's lawsuit also contains pages upon pages of text messages that his lawyer claims are proof that the texts that are published in Lively's initial complaint were manipulated and intentionally omitted to create a narrative. narrative. Justin said in this lawsuit that the claims that Blake made about him entering her makeup trailer uninvited while she was undressed, including when she was breastfeeding, were all a lie. He included his own text messages in which Blake told him to come to her trailer while she was breastfeeding to discuss some lines in the script. The alleged text read, "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to work out our lines." Yeah, this mess is way far from over, because they both clearly fighting to be the one seen as the victim in the situation. Whoever loses this in court of public opinion is not gonna have a career after this, so you can definitely expect them to go real hard with them receipts. And baby, you know I'll be here to spill all the tea about it. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said she picked whatever message she wanted, took it out of context, and put it in her documents. Blake Lively took 5 years of his hard work and downplayed real-life DV. Another person said, "I literally cannot wrap my head around how all previous co-actors of Justin Baldoni from his previous show and films absolutely adore him, yet co-actors from It Ends With Us do not. What am I missing here?" But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Blake getting exposed for allegedly lying? And do y'all really believe Justin is innocent in all this? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.